Disney-esque phase of my life now. I thought I'd tell you a little story about which I'm very proud. Now listen, I'm not trying to raise a foodie baby. Nothing could be more obnoxious or annoying than a child, a little foodie. Can you just imagine? So that's not what I'm trying to do here. I'm not dragging my kid off to the sushi bar, and saying, look, baby, look, try it. No, my daughter eats hot dogs and macaroni and cheese, and she likes pasta with butter like any other normal kid. But, and parents among you will know that generally speaking, it's very, very hard to get a child to eat something they wouldn't ordinarily eat or haven't decided on eating themselves. But I guess, my wife's Italian, we spent a lot of time in Italy, so the stuff that my daughter sees on the table in the ordinary course of business is probably very different than a lot of families. So it's not that unusual for her to suddenly be seen eating, some anchovies or capers, olives, pecorino. She constantly surprises me, but I'm not pushing her to eat stuff. But I'm particularly proud of this one incident that I want to tell you about. It was sort of we were in Paris. My wife, a typical meal for the Bourdains. Me, my wife, Eric, her pair, and my daughter sitting around a table. Having a meal. My daughter's eating, pasta with butter, and me and Eric and my wife have ordered one of those monster shellfish towers, huge thing of ice, 3 different levels. On the bottom it's like oysters and clams and whelks and mussels and periwinkles, and then, one flight up, it's like all these different types of giant crabs, and all the way at the top there are all of these lobsters. And we're drinking and eating and having a good time. I look over, my daughter, she's eating raw oysters. And I'm thinking, that's pretty cool. But it got so much cooler. Because, have you seen the movie The Little Mermaid? Come on. I've seen it like 40 times, okay? Maybe you remember, what is it, Ariel's adorable crab lobster sidekick, Sebastian, right? My daughter's sitting there eating her oyster. She suddenly, her tiny little head looks up, and she starts the eyes go up. What was to her looked like an Everest of ice, so leaking ice and shellfish, all the way to the top, where she sees the lobsters all the way at the top of this thing. And she goes, "Oh, Sebastian." I'm thinking, that's my little girl.